Okay, for you Lightwave 3D users, I'm actually working in Lightwave 10. We're going to show you how to create a tire for an automobile. First of all, let's go to the Disk tool, select InfoNumeric, and you notice the disk pops up. And let's say we're going to make a I'm going to make the tire too wide. Let's change the radius of it to kind of slim it down a little bit. Let's do 350 millimeters. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and commit to that by selecting either the space bar or you can select the disk tool itself. Let's do the space bar this time. Okay. Let's commit it to. What we're going to do, we're going to be working in symmetry mode. I'm going to zoom in on this. Well, just hit the A key and everything zooms in. It's going to be a wide tire. Okay. Now, when you turn symmetry on, if you look down at the bottom left hand tab there where it says symmetry on off, we're going to select symmetry. And we're going to turn the polygons on rather than points to polygons, because we want to we're going to be working with polygons here. We're going to select one side of the disk, and because we're in symmetry mode, it automatically selects both. So now what we want to do is we're going to multiply, or you can simply hit the B key on your keyboard, shortcut key, and it's for bevel. And let's kind of zoom. Let's use the single window mode. Right now we're in full window mode. The full window view, let's go into single. And let's zoom in. Okay, now we've already beveled. So now I'm going to just imagine looking at the front of a tire, if you can visualize what that looks like. Okay. We're going to bevel it out and down. Now you can right click to commit to that bevel, and let's move it down again and bevel out. Kind of know where you're going with this. And right click and then bevel again. Right click, and we're going to start going in with the bevel now. Okay, right click again. Bring it out right there. Let's zoom in and let's look at it. Now right where the tire meets the rim, we're going to bevel again. We're going to make that kind of straight. And close it up a little bit. Okay, let's bevel again to bring it out. And bevel again. Just bear with me. See what we're doing here. Bevel in again. Okay, and one more. Okay, now let's go ahead and commit to that by selecting the bevel tool, and let's go back to the 4 views. Alright, now that last bevel that I made is already selected. What I want to do is delete that. Okay, and press the tab key, and there you are. It's a wide tire, like for a drag strip or something, I guess. Okay, I think we need to add a little more detail. We're still going to be working in symmetry mode. Just select a few of these polygons and just go around the very edge of it. Sometimes working in Lightwave is kind of tedious, so you have to be patient. I guess I could have selected the inner rim of the tire and then selected a loop and the right bracket key and tabbed out till I had this selected. So there's a few ways to do this. Now let's use the bracket keys, which is next to the P, the letter P. When you hold shift down, it will select rows at a time. So now let's use the left bracket and bring it and select the same amount of rows. Okay, that's about right. Now go into the back view here. Press T for move on the keyboard. Hold down the control key and just slide that to the left a little bit to give the tire just a little bit more depth. And we'll do the same thing with the outside. We'll bring that in. So spacebar, clicking the gray, solid gray area to the left to deselect, and let's go to the right view. Make that a full view in the window, and let's zoom in. See if we can make this a little quicker, selecting the outer edge of the tire. So let's try going to select loop and see what we get. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now if you notice, the very edge of the tire is selected. So we can still select T, and just since we're still in symmetry mode, remember one side moves, the other side moves. I'm going to move that in just a little bit. To give the tire a little curvature there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay. Now, one other thing. Let's try to make the tire a little narrower. These group of polygons here. Select T again. Hold down the control key, which constrains it, and slide it in. You can make it as wide as you want. Okay. Let's deselect. Spacebar. Select. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's save our project. We'll file save as, save object as. Okay, I'm going to save over an old copy of this that I had, because you have to save the file before you're able to go into layout. Because what we're going to do in layout, we're going to add the tread to the tire. And before we go over into layout, let's name some surfaces here, because it's important to name surfaces so you know where to assign the textures to and all of that. So get in the habit of naming your surfaces. And if you notice, I've selected the center of the tire where the tread would be. So let's select the Q key and I'll bring up the change surface, and let's call it tire underscore tread. And we're going to leave it the same color. We're not going to turn smoothing on or anything like that. So click OK. And then you can go up here to selection. And what we want to do, we want to invert the selection. So select invert. And now we're going to name this, press Q again. And let's call this tire outside. And we're not going to change anything else, smoothing or anything like that. Okay. Alrighty.